Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my playthrough of Division. So we're about to talk to the doctor here. Let's see what she has to say.
Well, look who it is. Thanks for getting me out of the garden. I've been in some hostile work environments before, but Jesus. Of course, it's not like this place is gonna win any prizes either. Antique equipment, zero staff, patients lining up out the door. This isn't gonna cut it.
We're doing the best we can, Dr. Candle. Any suggestions you might have, I'm happy to listen.
I know. Beggars, choosers, all that crap. What matters is beating this thing, but I can't do that without knowing more about it.
Here's a good place to start. Sarah is pretty sure Dr. Gordon Amherst had something to do with the outbreak.
God. That asshole. Saw him present a paper at Columbia once. He nearly started a riot. If he's part of this, I need to talk to him. Anything of his you can find. Notebooks, laptops, close personal friends, I need that too. And we need to talk about live samples and antibodies. You're gonna be busy.
And you'll be?
Fixing this. Saving lives. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll get started.
Okay, so I can only imagine the conversation between the two when I leave the room, because my character never says anything, and he always looks super angry. I'm just curious what a normal person would even think of that. But so we're finally onto the base building mechanic, something that really surprised me and really excited me in the same way. I really like base building mechanics in a game if they're done right. So we'll have to see how this is done. But I'm guessing since everything looks all dilapidated and we have all these different areas we can pretty much purchase or work towards, I'm guessing that it's going to look pretty crazy and pretty polished once you get everything in there, which, I may or may not be a completionist with this. So we got our clinic here. Looks like we have enough points for something else. So let's see what nothing's really changed from what I see. Okay, so let's add one of these here, and I believe there's perks associated. Yeah. So we have adrenaline. Let's see here. There's a pharmacy. Just reading through this real quick here. Alright, and we have... Okay, so I think I have a pretty good idea so far of what I would like to do. Let's see. So I'm thinking the counseling might be my best bet. Pretty good buff with that. And I'm kind of curious what that looks like. Is counseling probably like the last, priority? Oh, this is new. Okay. So this is the counselor, so let's see if there's anything I can do with this guy here.
To start tending to the public, but we've got our work cut out for us.
Okay, so I can't do anything. So it's pretty much just the perk.
This crisis counseling
And then just the kind of cosmetic upgrade. I'm sure maybe a few of them might have, store owners and stuff. Okay, so they have the reward center, usually for completing missions or miscellaneous things. I haven't really quite pinpointed down what rewards you get for what. But so far pretty useless. I'm going to get rid of that weapon. It's not going to be much use to me. Alright, so it looks like all these areas here that you have to unlock. But let's get right on to the action. I will be right back. Okay, so we're now at this mission area here. I had to do a little bit of traveling. And, I'll make sure to take the time to kind of show you guys the city a little bit. You guys do get to see it as I move around during the missions and everything else. But, it's really quite well done. There's a lot of small details, a lot of graffiti. I haven't really seen the same thing twice, which is really cool. Eventually, I'm sure I will. So we have these pyro guys. The moment I went towards one, and I think there were like three or four levels above me, I got killed within one hit of their flames. But what's really nice about them is if you shoot the tank on their back, they more or less explode, which I do like. And it's really quite tactical in a way where you can wait for them to be around other enemies and then just shoot that so they explode and affect the other enemies as well. But let's go ahead and go down here. Yeah, so, one gripe I would have so far with this game, which I have with most games that incorporate it, I've done a few missions which are in tunnels or underground, which is looking like this mission's going to be. I really don't like underground levels or sewer levels. They're just overdone in games, and there's really not, even on a designer standpoint, there's not too much you can really do with a map when you have a sewer. I mean, you can make it look nice and grimy and everything else, and dark, but I mean, I think it's just so overdone at this point. But I mean, on the other end, you kind of have to do that in this kind of game. I mean, it's New York. There's sewers. There's tunnels. I mean, if you don't include them, I mean, there's gonna be complaints, and I would probably complain myself as well. So, small things. So first time I really have encountered these kind of shield enemies. I think. Guy went down with like one shot, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue. But typically, yeah, the guys with the bats have what I've encountered a lot, and they're a pain. I think I was going full sprint at me, so we'll see how that goes.
Skills we need, but he's a little eccentric, which is a nice way of saying he's a paranoid jackass.
Hey, not everyone who's eccentric is a paranoid jackass, just most of us. So, nice stealth going on here. It would be interesting if they added a little bit more of a stealth mechanic in this game. I mean, this game is very action-oriented, so I don't think it'd make much sense, but you know, the other games like Splinter Cell and everything else are a lot of fun, and there's so much strategy involved in those games. Even just the first one, you know, there's different approaches you can have, and you can take your time with enemies, or you can just plow through, and I like that in games, and this game kind of has a little bit of that. There's different routes you can take and different ways you can approach attacking enemies, and obviously your weapons are going to affect that as well. Nope. Yeah, you thought you could take me. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Alright. Yeah, so that machine gun I have is cool and all. Not quite doing the damage and just the, you know, the kind of the staggering that the one I went against in the stadium caused me, but I'm sure it'll be useful a little bit later on, especially when I run out of ammunition. The shotgun's great and all, but I mean, there's not too many occasions where you're really close to enemies. And there's more occasions where you're far away from enemies and the rifle just doesn't do enough scope. So, I mean, they kind of do want to incentivize you to, you know, keep movement in your strategy as much as possible. It seems to be a focus in this game, but I mean, it's nice to have the ability to, you know, keep some distance and shoot, then move forward. I can see how it could be spammed easily by people, but
along with anyone who tries to stop them. Be careful.
We will do. Oh wow. So those are all bodies under that fire, I'm guessing. Pretty crazy. So, I mean, these guys are... I don't want to be the devil's advocate, but they're trying to do good, I guess. They're trying to just get rid of the infection by killing everyone, I guess. I mean, infections don't exactly... They can come back very easily after, you know, it only takes 1 or 2 people if it's really that potent, but... you have to give them a little bit of credit, I guess. This is very interesting. A lot of flames around.
The project was intended as an extension of the subway system. They didn't get to finish it before the dollar flu hit. Then again, construction.
Okay, so skip the dialogue there. So let's get going here. So not too many multiple pathways in missions, which is fine because it works for this game. I mean, it'd be interesting if there was, you know, a different area you could go through and potentially, you know, use your scanner and see where enemies are and try to flank them that way. But doing within the level is a little bit more challenging, so you can appreciate that. Okay, come on, come on. So what's nice about, what I really do like about this game, I mean, it's a small thing, but it's cool, is on the map it always shows you where there's collectibles and items. So it's really easy to heal up. It's really easy to, you know, find ammunition. It's really easy to find those secrets. And what's really annoying, especially Ubisoft does in a lot of their games, is they don't necessarily show it very out front when there's secrets or collectibles. And they tend to overdo them a bit to the point where you know, once you get past a certain amount, it's really just grinding and it's really annoying. So it's nice that it shows up on the map, so you can just collect them as you walk by them. And then if you really want to be a completionist, you can kind of look up the ones that you haven't found yet, since they all have names, which is really nice. Saves time for those who try to select through the game. Wow, look at all those bodies. So I keep going through these contaminated areas. It doesn't seem to be affecting me. There may be a damage modifier to me specifically if I'm in one and I'm getting attacked, maybe. But it's kind of hard to tell. Man, you're done for. Nice. Yeah, that's. I mean, the pyromancers. I mean, the pyros are really annoying, but it's kind of fun to, you know, shoot out that tank and just watch them explode and try to struggle to get it off their back as they're about to die. It's kind of fun. All right, so they have the upper ground here, so I probably should stay here because they'll have a pretty good shot at me if I move forward too much. What happened there? All right. Oh, it's you. Let's keep going. Oh yes, the fire and the flames. Be really cool if I could do a flamethrower later in the game. I mean, flamethrowers tend to be hard to go against when enemies have it, but when you use it, it depends on the game, but they're mainly useless in my opinion for most games. I mean, if you can set an enemy on fire, then run away, and you can kind of get that damage per second modifier. It's nice, but I mean, it's kind of, it doesn't require much skill. So I'll try to stick with the skill-based build, skill-based playthrough as much as possible. Okay, here we go, here we go. So, I mean, as far as the sewer level goes, it's not bad. I mean, I have to be somewhat positive about these things, I guess. You have to, if you're going to have to do it, you may as well do it somewhat right. Okay, where are you? There they are. So maybe this bridge here might be useful. We'll see. Oh, nice. I can get it that far. Bam. Come on. It's always nice when you get a kill with those. It's so fun. You know, it's a great way to surprise the enemies. It kind of makes them scatter. You get a kill in, kind of get damage on everyone. Definitely don't mind it. These guys are going down super easy. We'll have to see what it's like when they get close to me, though. I'm a little worried about that. I don't even know what they're holding. They have the shield and they're rushing at me, so they must have a melee weapon. But a pistol on the shield would be very inundative. I mean, there wouldn't be much chance for you to get away from that. So, let's see if that happens later in the game. Ah, yes, the simple kind of puzzle mechanics that action games have. Pick up an item and put it somewhere else. Oh crap. Okay, I don't wonder if this electricity is going to do anything to me here. Seem to be some sparks going through. Okay. Nope, nope. Oh, he has an axe. Jeez. Okay, and that took off a whole bar of health. Okay, so let's stay back. I think there was just one, so I'll just stay here and see. Yeah, but that was pretty brutal. You know, one attack and I mean, I'd be dead if I had one bar. So let's be careful. Is that another one there? It's a pyro. Got him in the tank. Doesn't stand a chance. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh shit. No, 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 get away from me. Okay. So the roll works well, it's just you have to do it at the right time. Nope. Come on. Ugh. Seriously, one hit kill. Okay, I'm back. Now we're gonna show these guys what for. So I cut through me killing the other people, so you don't have to, you know, see that twice. Okay, so it looks like the shield does take a little bit of damage. Oh, jeez. So much health lost. So maybe I could, you know, spray the shield with bullets and try to get rid of that. Oh, God. Wow. They definitely tried to bum rush me there. But we have it. Not too much of a problem. Okay, I did not want to roll. Yeah, so, yeah, if I'm going to be facing against pyromancers and those guys, it's going to be pretty hectic. Because the thing about the pyromancers is once you're in a specific distance, they'll use a weapon as well. Or, you know, an auto rifle. Well, I'd guess as much. There's quite a few explosions of fuel tanks. Okay, where are you? So what I've noticed with this game so far is elevated space is always very useful. Keeping as high as possible makes enemies have to work a little bit more to get close to you, and gives you pretty good vantage point. Just to be expected from a game like this. I mean, sometimes I think I'm just trying to get the fuel tanks just for the explosions, because I do enjoy them so. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, so, I mean, enemies will sometimes drop items. Most of the time they're useless unless it's a boss. So, oh, what? Nope, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. So yeah, mainly useless, but I mean, you can sell them and eventually purchase items, which is nice. It's better than, you know, picking up currency from enemies. It feels a little bit more genuine because I'd doubt enemies would be, you know, just carrying on cash everywhere. So that does work. Oh, crap. Nope. Oh, wait, I have no cover. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna go for it. Gung-ho. Nope, that's not gonna work either. Alright, gotta get cover. Jeez. Yeah, it doesn't take much to get you know, surprised by these enemies. They'll come out of nowhere and just start spraying with bullets. Alright. I think that was a headshot. Come on. Alright, got him. This guy over here, according to my radar. Oh, he's deciding to hide up there. Come on, show your head. All I need is your head. There we go. Headshot. Nice. Yeah, headshots, you know. Anyone who's played shooters long enough, you know, you tend to learn that headshots are one of the most beautiful things in games, especially when they have proper gore physics, but we shall see. I remember one of the first times someone actually saw me do a headshot, who had a decent understanding of you know, how weapons work, and they were so confused why I was aiming for the head and not the heart or the chest, because it's, you know, you have that whole chest area where you're supposed to be shooting people in real life. But you know, headshots, they make sense. Alright. So I think there's a guy over here to the left. Yep. Come on. I didn't get the tank that time. I'll get it next time. I'll have to remember to try when an enemy's down to try shooting the tank and see if that does anything for me. See if maybe it'll be an explosive I can use later on. Don't even see the enemy I killed. Oh crap, so this is gonna be one of those where I'm slugging through enemies just to try to get that heavy item over there. Come on. I hear you. Where are you? Come on. Alright, may as well charge forward. Oh, there we go. Yep. Grenade. Didn't stand a chance. Yeah, so useful as a beginning tactic. A guy coming around the edge here. And he's running back. And his head comes out. And he's dead. Yeah, kinda foresaw that one a little bit. Come on, pick it up. Yeah, he moves so slowly with this. In that aspect, it's a lot like Resident Evil. There were so many times where you'd have to carry a heavy object and there'd be enemies charging you and you'd have to drop it and go on or have someone, you know, basically helping you. Bam. Oh, that didn't kill him? Come on. Headshots. Yeah, so headshots most useful with these guys. They really don't hold the shield up too much, so it's not too difficult with them, but once they get close enough, especially if you're getting a lot of fire from other enemies, it's a bit much. Okay, so I'm hoping I put it in over here. No? Damn it. To go up the stairs. I'm sure there's going to be another wave of enemies once I get up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in there. For any kids out there who never experienced Nintendo or Super Nintendo, this is what it kind of looked like when you're putting the cartridge in, more or less.
Activate power relay.
I'm not really even joking. It was just kind of just like sliding it right in.
There we go.
Kind of funny, but...
Stay in the dark, 'cause I need you in the control room.
Okay, so I went ahead and just moved a little bit there.
Hang on a second.
Didn't really miss anything. There's kind of an empty space there. So, this looks like a proper battleground here. I'm a little worried about it.
Jesus, this thing is loud. Okay, getting to work in the control room now.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Just want to give you a heads up. It's gonna get real dark real fast. Can't get power to the base unless they do a reboot, so everything's gonna shut down for a minute.
Nice. Gonna be nice and dark here. Maybe I'll have to fight some enemies in the dark. Maybe I can be more stealthy.
Well, fuck me. They went top of the line with the generators. I guess Sandy taught someone in procurement a lesson, because these suckers can stand up to anything. They're a bitch to retool, but maybe we'll get lucky.
I wouldn't say it's dark, though. That's kind of funny. He said it's really dark. The only thing that got dark was his office. So he's pretty much referring to himself. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Come on.
Clean it. I thought you took care of these guys.
I did. I took care of several guys. How many have you taken care of today? Dear sir, that's what I have to ask you. Headshot, and he's done. Headshot. Nope, too fast. Yeah, they're pretty fast. Got him in the foot, though. Got him in the tank. And bam! And he took out the other guy with him. I really do like that. It's such a nice touch in the game. I mean, a lot of pyromancers in games kind of have that where you shoot the tank and they'll explode or they'll, be set on fire. So it's a nice touch. Come on, nope. Headshot. Come on. Okay, that was a back shot, I suppose. Probably got him in the kidneys. He's probably laying down there bleeding to death. Poor guy. Come on. And the tank again. I do have to say my aim's not too bad. Luckily, I don't play shooters too often, but I did have a nice little bout of playing Destiny for a little while.
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Which is funny about, what I'm assuming what might happen with this game kind of happened with Destiny is Destiny was a much more playable game after about a year of it being out. I just went back to it about a year and a half after I played through. And there's just so much, and everything was so much more polished. It was really nice. So, I mean, this game is pretty polished to begin with. I mean, the single-player campaign is, from what I've been seeing, is so much better than Destiny in so many ways. I mean, Destiny, PvP, first-person shooters, I mean, that is pretty much where the PvP is at for most games. Third-person shooters don't really have solid PvP. So I'll have to see how it looks and how it works. I mean, the strategy does add a little bit of an extra dimension to it.
We don't have anyone else on
But I
site.
mean, there's nothing better than, a day of playing first-person PvP with a few friends or something and showing everyone in the world who decides to be in your server that they don't mess with you. Okay, so what the hell is that over there? Okay, so that is definitely a boss. Oh, no, get away from me. I don't have time for you. That guy is huge. Yeah, so at least they're putting a little bit of design into the bosses. Okay, I'm back. This guy is a righteous pain. So as you saw there, it's pretty much a one-hit kill if he hits me, and the flames go so far. I mean, you really have to keep your distance with this guy. But luckily, I took out all the other enemies, so it's just him at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, he's taking so much damage. It's not even funny. Wow. Okay, shot the tank. Maybe he's gonna blow up. Come on. Yes. Wow, that did almost no damage to him. Okay, well, his health's getting down, so I just need to keep my distance to be patient with this. I don't want to die again. It's kind of sad when you die and you're recording for a bunch of people to watch, but I feel like my deaths have been pretty understandable thus far.
System's clean, board is green, and we got enough juice to light this place up like Vegas.
We better.
I'll lock everything down, so no one will come in behind us.
Took out a whole militia to have this happen.
You can't help me with that, so might as well get your ass topside. I'll follow you when I'm done.
God,
And that's all she wrote.
this guy is an asshole, actually. I mean, I just saved him, more or less. And I went through all these enemies. And all the guy has to say is, just go, leave, I'll meet you there, whatever. He's a dick. Okay. That's how games are, though. NPCs are so unappreciative when you do all this work for them. They more or less said, oh, well, that's great, good for you. Okay, I'm just gonna let the clapping just talk for itself. Oh, that was sad. Yeah, he doesn't stop clapping, which is kind of funny. I could see just walking up to random players, as they're in a gunfight and just standing next to them and doing that. But regardless, guys, it's going to be the end of this episode. Be looking for the next one pretty soon. And I'm pretty sure we'll be kicking some ass and taking some names. Alright, guys, take it easy. Bye.
Whoa! Watch what you're doing!